welcome back to House to Happy Home. If you're new here, my channel is all about my journey of buying my first house, doing renovation projects, DIYs, and things like that. But today is actually more of just kind of like a hangout, catch up, and an explanation. So this is going to be all of the answers to my Q&A that I told you guys to leave me down below in my last video on my house tour. So if you have not seen my house tour, go ahead and watch that. That's the link down below. And while I answer those questions, I am going to be baking chocolate chip cookies just to kind of fill the time. I need to bake them anyway, so why not do it at the same time? When I posted that last video, I knew what the overwhelming question was going to be, so I will get into the most common question that I did get on that video. But first, let's just get started. I'm making two different forms of cookies. I'm going to make a vegan cookie, and then I'm going to make a gluten-free and vegan cookie for my partner teacher. So I have all of my ingredients right here, so we will just go ahead and get all of that started, and then I'll answer some questions. All right, so I'm just going to get started with measuring out all of my ingredients and getting these cookies ready. We're starting with butter. So I have my computer here with all of my questions. First, we're starting off easy. We have Ashley who asked, where are your dining chairs from? They're so cute. So my dining room chairs and my little bar stools match. They are both, well, all of them are from Target. They're actually the Opal House brand. I got them on Facebook Marketplace. They were brand new in a box, but they were like almost half off, I'd say. But I don't know how they had them, but they were sold out online when I really wanted them. And then I found them on Facebook Marketplace. If you haven't seen that house tour, they're a woven leather and I absolutely love them. So that is where my dining chairs are from. Next, Monica said, would love to know the auction site, because in that house tour I talked about how I've been getting things on an auction site recently. And the auction site's actually only in LA and San Diego. So I don't really know if you're still interested in it, and if so, let me know down below. I can tell you what it is, but it's just like a more, I don't know, small local auction site where you have to go pick it up on certain days like a normal auction house has. But then, let's see our next question. Let me measure out the brown sugar. Well, actually I'm out of brown sugar, so I'm using coconut sugar instead. Very similar, but gotta pack it down. Next question, Mary asked, she has two questions. One of them was one of the most common questions, and then the next one was, are you single? No, I am not. My boyfriend and I have been together for almost 4 years now, so not single. Ooh, totally forgot to preheat the oven. Okay, let me do that. All right, so that's gonna preheat. Okay, sorry about that, my camera died. So while my camera died, I mixed up and put the dough in the fridge for the gluten-free vegan one. So now I'm gonna switch over to the normal vegan ones. Back to our questions. The next question just basically was, how did you get a house at 24? So to explain that, I did not basically plan on buying a house so soon. I knew that I wanted to buy a house relatively young. I knew that buying real estate was the much more well-informed option, I should say. Oh no, butter on the counter. Okay, good thing I cleaned these counters yesterday. Alrighty. But I knew the smart decision was to buy a house when I could. And I didn't think that I would be able to do that at 24. I never expected it, especially with my job. I knew that we don't get paid much, and I knew that it was gonna be probably really hard to do that. But the biggest and best thing to come out of COVID, honestly, was being able to save up money. COVID hit almost when my lease on my apartment ended. So when that happened, I knew that I was gonna be able to save money by either one, moving back up to live with my parents for the time being until probably later in the summer, to where I got a job and started working, or I could move in with my boyfriend's parents, which is down where I was already living, and pay them a very small amount of rent, which I'm so grateful to even have been able to do, and then save up money through that. So that was what I did. I was able to save up from March until November. So quite some time I saved up. I was still receiving unemployment and doing some things. I had started my YouTube channel. I was doing some things to be able to save up. And I had already had a good chunk in my savings. I knew when I was young that I was saving my money for one, a car, and two, a house. So I already knew that my savings was meant to be for a car and a house, which I had already gotten the car portion covered, so this was going towards a house. So I basically was able to save up because of COVID. If COVID didn't hit, I don't think I would be where I am today. I would be in such a different position. I am extremely lucky to have been faced in kind of the good side of COVID. So overall, I do know I am extremely lucky for that. That is not nearly the case for the majority of people. I know how lucky and blessed I am for that, and I really do not take that for granted. Also, another big portion, my mom was willing to be on the loan with me because based on my previous, history, I'm only 24. It's really hard to show all of the documents that you need to get a loan at that age. So I am extremely lucky for her to be willing to do that for me. So that's how I ended up buying a house at 24. Next one actually isn't really a question, but I just want to kind of touch on this. Someone said that it's going to be way too much white and I'm going to regret a white couch. When I filmed the video, I said like white couch and I realized I didn't specify. I'm not getting like a white couch. I am going for more like off-white, more like linen type of thing. Not going to get a bright white because I know that that's kind of dangerous. Also gonna spray it with Scotchgard. Be very careful. I've just always wanted a white couch, and as for the too much white, white has been my favorite color since I was little. I'm wearing white. I don't know. I gravitate towards white. I hate, anyone who knows me is like, I'm not a color person. Like, the fact that I'm wearing pink pants today is a lot. It's my one and only pair of colored pants. It takes a lot for me to wear them. I'm just not a color person. Even colors like, tans, this is a lot of color for me. I know it's not color, but. So that is it for our normal questions. Let me just go ahead and cream my butter and sugars together, and then we will get into our most asked question. All right, so our most asked question. I'm gonna start with a warning. I cannot speak too much on this topic, but I will start by saying if you were previously subscribed to my channel, you know what it was, you know what it was about. Yes, I am still teaching. That is kind of the most I can say. Yes, I'm teaching. Yes, I'm still in the grade that if you were on my channel at the time that I had switched to. I am still teaching that grade. I am absolutely loving it. Like, I am absolutely in love with the little ones. Honestly, for a first year in the situation and circumstances we are in, I could not have asked for a better year. That's saying a lot. I'm extremely grateful. My school is amazing, and that's basically all I can kind of touch on. So yes, I'm still teaching. Yes, I'm loving it, and unfortunately, no, I cannot make any more videos on it. I wish I could, I really do. I know how many of you were looking forward to all of those videos and loved watching them. Trust me, I absolutely loved making them. It was really hard to stop being able to make them and kind of just up and leave you guys with no warning or explanation. I'm sorry that I don't have much of an explanation. Also, my comments are not disabled, they're just held for review. I'm gonna make sure that from now on we can't really write anything about my job, about what happened, about asking questions. I'm gonna steer clear of it and not talk about it much. So that's why nothing happened. I'm still working there, still loving it. I absolutely love my job. And so with that being said, I will have this coming summer off, obviously, which means plenty more videos on here. But that is all of the questions that I'm going to go over today. My first batch of cookies is done on the oven. I have my second batch in the oven right now. If you have a question that you didn't get to, write on the comments of that past video, the house tour. The house tour will be linked down below as well if you haven't seen that, but go ahead and write those questions at the comment section of this video and I will be sure to comment back and reply to those. I hope you all enjoyed my video for today, and please be sure to like and subscribe. If you're new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Follow me along on my journey of turning my house into a happy home. I hope you all enjoyed. See you soon. Bye.